Hey guys, what's cracking? So Billy here, and basically this is going to be a backing video, right? So if you're not into backing videos, probably clicked on the wrong video, but it's going to say backing video in the title. This is just my opinion. If y'all find anything wrong with my technique or any of the advice I give, please correct me down in the comments. But this is just, I was backing at a forward station, figured I'd flip the camera on because it was a little interesting back, and I wanted to make a video about it. So here is that video. Let's talk about it. Alright guys, we're about to do some backing today. You may or may not see this based off of how good or bad this goes. I have to back this trailer down there next to that central trailer, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm about to turn left here and then start backing. But what I'm going to do is I'm gonna pull over here, and I'm going to try to get my truck as, not really as straight, but in as good a position as I can. So I'm going to try to get straight, and then I'm going to try to back. And I'm kind of going to blindside back down that road, and then driver's side back down that, next to that central trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get like this. I may or may not get out a couple times, which if you're backing is fine to do. Okay, we got a van coming up behind us, so we can't go yet. He came in hot. So the reason I may have to get out is, like I said, because I am blindside backing. Actually, what I can do, try to talk you through it somewhat. It's a little wonky because there are still people trying to back up behind me and whatnot. And I've got cars on my driver's side, so we'll see how this goes. Sorry I'm not getting you guys a better angle. If I get out, I'll go around the front end so you guys can see how many times I have to get out and go back there. Okay, so the way these Kenworths are, there are back windows next to the bunk, and I can see the tail end of my trailer through that window. So that's why I haven't gotten out and looked yet. Otherwise, I probably would have had to get out and look by now. So, ugh. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and get my first go out and look. Alright, so we were actually really good on that one. We're nowhere near anything, so I'm going to keep trying to to get my tractor straight with my trailer, because I don't want to jackknife too much, but I also want to start giving myself some wiggle room, because as you can start to see, I am getting close to these cars, and there's also a barrier over here that I'm kind of close to. Actually really close to a barrier on this side, so I'm gonna back up the other way to kind of create a little room, because I have a lot of space on both sides in the back. I'm just trying to set myself up for this. Oh, these Kenworths, man, they are not as good backing as you would like them to be. So which sucks. See, you see how it rolls forward? That's not me. That's all that is me taking my foot off the brake. And whenever I go to press the gas, there is a very small reactionary time where it wants to roll forward a little bit. So that was a phone call. In case the audio gets wonky there, I can explain it to myself. Okay, and now the first part of this is done. We've got that first bit done, because now we are straight on the road facing the opposite direction of when we came in. Now I'm going to start slowly kind of getting more angle to my trailer with my tractor. I've got to be careful though, because I've got obstacles all around me. This is not a typical back by any means. And honest to God, I haven't even been back there to look at it to see what it looks like. I'm probably about to do that now, because I'm kind of starting to get worried about this a little bit, because it looks a lot smaller than I was led on to believe. So I'm gonna do that now. I'm gonna stop the footage for half a second, because I'm gonna go really take a good look at this. All right, and we're back. I'm actually gonna pull forward a little bit. Go backwards. See, I hate that rollback that these T680s have. I don't know if it's all of them, but it is definitely the ones I've been in. Now I'm getting flies in my truck. Sorry if this doesn't end up being the most interesting footage anyone's ever filmed. We're gonna try to get this moderately close to jackknifing. This is just something you have to deal with when you come to these forwarding stations down at the border. I've yet to be to a forwarding station down here at the border where everything went great. And honest to God, this one kind of feels like a setup, because he's got me backing back here, and you'll probably be able to see it in a minute, because he wants me to go pretty far back there. But he wants me to back down this road once I get back here. Well, there's a ton of cars on the back side of this that I can't really keep an eye. I can keep an eye kind of on them, but And I may actually be good this time. That was a really good looking thing I just did there. So now we're going to do a little thing I like to call the 4x4. I use it for almost everything. There's very specific uses for it. I, on the other hand, use it for any backing pretty much. I may explain it to you right now. Alright guys, so here's the basic concept of the 4x4. So you back up, if you can get your we'll call these parking spaces, right? So if you can get your trailer straight with a parking spot, it shouldn't matter what your tractor looks like, right? Once you get into this position and your trailer's straight, you're going to turn your wheel all the way over here, right? And then you're going to push it back, and that's going to push your trailer past even, right? But it's going to straighten you up a little bit. Then you turn your wheel the other way and go forward, and it will pull your tractor straight in behind you. Now, this is a very simplified version of this, right? But using these concepts of going back in one direction and forward. You should never turn your wheel one way and go backwards and then turn your wheel that same way and go forward. You're never going to make any progress like that. You need to have opposites, right? So if you turn to this way to back up, you need to turn that way to kind of pull it back up together. Hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know down in the comments. Maybe I can make a better version. But this is the simplest version of a 4x4. They make a little cut and explain to you what the 4x4 is. I'm pretty sure I have explained it in other videos about backing, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm gonna go ahead and use the second get out right now, guys. Alright, so I'm good in the back on both sides, pretty good. So now my main focus is just trying to get this thing back there. So yeah, there's not a ton to talk about here, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I fucking hate forwarding stations. I really do. Every one of them I've ever been to has been hard to back in. If y'all have been watching my videos for a while, you'll remember the one where I had the backing fail. That was a forwarding station. But with CFI, you're gonna run a lot of freight south of the border. So that's something you gotta be ready for. I mean, you're not gonna run it south of the border, but somebody has to, so that's where the forwarding stations come in. And I think we are pretty good now. So we're gonna pull forward just a little bit because we're rock solid now. But he wants me to go down here, so I've got a lot more space on one side than the other. That's two things you don't ever be afraid of. Don't ever be afraid of pulling forward. Don't ever be afraid to get out and look. Even if you're 99.9999% sure that you're rock fucking solid, don't be afraid to get out and look. And when you're in these truck stops and you got people trying to rush you and whatnot, shut that shit down real quick, man. I'm not talking to the experienced drivers. I know I got a lot of experienced drivers on my page, a lot more experience than me. I'm more talking to newer people who may stumble upon this video, and you know, they may be interested in some of this stuff. But don't get stressed out, right? If you have to, fucking stop and pop your air brakes and fucking sit there for a minute and just fucking think about it. You know what I mean? Just fucking think about it for a second. Take a minute, take a knee, refill your canteen, and then drive on into battle, soldier. You can see now coming into picture all those cars that were on the back side of my trailer. You can see those coming into focus now. I think we're pretty much in the home stretch now. For full information purposes, there is a guy out here, and he has not helped me at all. And but another thing about backing, roll your windows down. You never know when someone is gonna yell, "Hey, watch out!" You know what I mean? You need to be listening for voices, horns, everything. So that is going to do it for this part of the video, guys. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll figure out how I want to edit this in a minute. Woo! Okay, guys, that was a long fucking video. My apologies, sir. I think I put out some good information, though. Like I said in the beginning of the video, let me know down in the comments if there's anything you don't agree with or anything you think you could add to the subject that's helpful. I mean, you could be super negative if you want to, but that's probably not going to change a lot. That's going to about do it for this video. It's long enough. We don't need any more footage in it. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all tuning in. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace. Hey, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment down below. I love getting your comments. I always respond to them. And I appreciate any interaction with the video. Thanks, guys. Talk to y'all next time.